Good morning everybody, it's Harvey Dunn here behind the camera. A little bit out of breath, I've just unrolled a bale, I'll show you that in a minute. And in front of the camera is my breeding herd of cows. Just been moved onto a fresh bit of grass, which you can see very distinctly the line of where they've been. Today is the 14th of December. It is the most beautiful December morning. The sky is so clear, the sun's out. It's one of those mornings, it's cold and crisp, but the sunlight is really warming. And let's show you why I'm out of breath. So we are bale grazing. We're unrolling these silage bales of grass. Meanwhile, they've also got fresh grass here as well. So you can see the bale there. And some of the cows are opting for the bale, for the drier preserved forage, and plenty of them are still opting for this fresh grass. But this time of year it's nice to offer both. I have not got the luxury this year of having a lot of stockpiled mature forage, grass, in terms of grass actually growing in the fields. So what I'm doing here is supplementing with the silage, and it's just giving them the quantity they need, the amounts of roughage that they need. So that's literally an unrolled bale. These things are seriously heavy. I mean, I underestimate how heavy they are. I am struggling, and I'm not a small guy, but these things are heavy. I couldn't really get anyone else to do them really. They are strong. You need two people ideally to roll these things, which is not ideal. But I'm managing at the minute. And I've placed, you can see the other ones, they're up on top of a hill. So I'm using gravity to my benefit. There is no way at all I could roll those things up a hill, up the slightest of hills. It would just be impossible. These things are heavy. And this is what we're feeding. It's quite dry. Bit of a mix. You've got some weeds in there. That must be a nettle. Stingy nettle stem from when it was cut. So this would have been cut and baled in spring, summer kind of time. Whilst you have the spring flush, you have so much grass growing that it's sometimes quite a good choice to cut some for hay or silage. And then when it comes to winter, like we are now in December, you can make use of that when the grass isn't really growing. So that's the plan here. The other thing is, I'll tell you, we had trouble with grass staggers, which is a deficiency of minerals, specifically magnesium. And that can be quite typical this time of year, spring as well, but spring and autumn, when there's going to be less nutrients in the grass available, especially on this quite young, tender grass. And cows can be very susceptible to being deficient in minerals, which can cause a whole host of problems if you're not careful. That's why we've got a mineral bucket over there with salt and minerals. And having this extra forage available also helps the variety of the diet, and enough roughage to make the cow's stomach work efficiently in the way it's supposed to. Just got a group of calves there. There's not one cow in there, look. You've got bull calves and heifer calves there, and they are just grazing. They're not even bothered about their mum's milk. They're still sucking their mum's milk still, but they are just going for it in the grass, which is really good to see. They've got really functioning rumens already. They're not reliant on any creep feed, any grain at the minute. They're not even reliant on the mother's milk. I've got young calves. Where's the one? I've got young calves in there that I've actually weaned off their mums. So they have no access to milk and they are just doing very well currently on the grass, which is great to see. So that's it for today on this beautiful morning. It's a little bit cold, the wind's up, I hope you can hear me all right. But thanks for watching the video and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.